Are you serious right now? Honey, I'm about to lose my wits. Oh, they are telling me a 12-year-old is being released. Are you serious? You say, Gigi, what you talking about? It was a case that happened in Miami. Remember that 12-year-old girl, right? It was a 12-year-old boy, 13-year-old boy, and a 15-year-old, okay? And they're going to be charged as adults. Let me tell you what they've done. So sick. These parents are felling their seeds, okay? They are felling their offspring. What is going on? The spirit is lust is upon Miami so strong. Well, let me tell you, okay? And you know what made it so more sick? One of the aunties of one of the 12, 13-year-olds came out and was saying, well, that 12-year-old girl, she ain't innocent, y'all. She been doing this and she been doing that. Excuse you? They put rocks in her mouth. They did the most horrible, terrific thing to this 12-year-old, okay? To the 12. So you got grown people that is excusing it and just letting you know these grown adults, these mothers and fathers, they cannot even be trusted. All right. So let me tell you what's going on before I put this video up here. This happened, a couple of weeks, a month ago. Okay. So this 12-year-old, she was walking from her friend's house, walking to her father's house, right? Just walking. So 12, 13, and 15 decided they on demon time, okay? They are looking to roam the streets, looking to steal, kill, and destroy, all right? So they see her. They snatched her up, put the hand over her mouth, push her, grab her, picking her up, and running her back into this backyard area where she just, oh my God, I can't even describe because we're on here, but think of gang, okay? That's what they did, gang. You right. So she was screaming. So they put rocks in her mouth to shut her ass up, okay? And they were gang. You already know. You already have that gang. One, boom, gang. So it was traumatizing. And it stayed, they said, for a good 30 minutes. It's two different stories. One, I heard that the father was screaming for her name, the father screaming her name, and then that's when they stopped. Then I heard that it was a neighbor that saw it and told the father, and then he came, so it's different sides of the story that's out here, but this should never happen to any girl. Protect the girls. And it's sad because these aunties and fathers and mothers are not teaching their boys to protect women, to you should know not to do that, to force somebody and to do those sexual. Ain't y'all Christians? Y'all don't teach y'all sons to know the fornication? You gonna burn if you fornicate? Now you teach them you gonna burn if you zesty, but why don't you teach them you gonna burn if you fornicate? Okay? And you will. Fornication is wicked. It's immoral. All right? They know right from wrong. So something is wrong here because they don't fear God enough not to do this wickedness. And this is not even consensual. This was gang, okay? The hate to do that to one, I mean, is horrific. You understand? It's just gross. It's just horrific. So they're going to be charged as adults as they should. So speeding up, they're telling me that one of them, the one that was stuffing the rocks in her mouth, is going to be released on house arrest, I guess, until the trial. And I guess he can't go anywhere. No, I got a problem with that. No. So people are saying the reason why I guess they're going to be lenient with him a little bit, no leniency for me. They're saying that I guess the 12, the girl was saying that I guess one of the older guys, I guess the 15 or someone, they were forcing him to do it. They made him put the rocks in her mouth. She didn't want, you know what I'm saying? So I guess they looked into that. Still, it's a no for me. It's a no for me. What are you doing hanging out with the demonic kids anyway? These are kids of the corn. What are you doing hanging out with these guys? This ain't the first time they doing some stuff like this. No, no, ma'am. And who's teaching them? Their father, somebody, and somebody possibly did something to them, But it's sickening, it's gross. You've changed this girl's life forever. She can never get this shit back or rewind the time. She will always have this nightmare in her head, and y'all need to pay. And I honestly feel like the parents need to pay as well. And then you have the auntie coming out here defending the boys, talking about she was loose. And she told one of the boys that she would eventually, give it up. So one of them got tired of waiting and said, no, stop playing with me. You're going to give it up right now. And the auntie thought that was okay. That was okay. That was excusable because you shouldn't be teasing no boys out here. See, that's what your ass gets. You over here teasing, acting like you this, and she ain't no goddamn virgin. She been giving that thing up. These are boys. Let these boys be boys. And she ain't mine. She just didn't want other people to see. And and she just make an excuse. You know what I'm saying? That is so gross. Lock these parents up too. So let me show you the link really quickly, okay? I'm going to pull this up. Make sure you guys like and comment. I want to know what you guys think about this. Check this out.
I'll tell you some more details about what happened. There were two very different outcomes today. 13-year-old Nelson Nunez, the suspect accused of raping the young girl, will remain behind bars in an adult correctional facility as he awaits trial. Over the past several days, his attorney had Nunez's family members tell the judge how they would ensure his supervision if he were to be released. The judge was not convinced. However, 12-year-old Jusiah Jones, the suspect accused of putting rocks in the young girl's mouth to silence her as she was allegedly being raped by Nelson Nunez, will be allowed to go home as he awaits trial. He'll be on lockdown at home. He'll have to attend virtual school and can't have access to the internet outside of school and may not contact the victim or any other defendants. So both suspects are being tried as adults. We spoke to attorneys for both suspects after the ruling.
Now, that doesn't mean he's going to stay in custody forever. It just means for now, as we are defending the case and we're resolving the case, he will remain in custody.
My client received a substantial different outcome because he was in substantially a different position. The position he was in was that he was forced to do the things that he did by the other two children as a threat of force. And those were the words of the young victim herself.
From today's hearing, and I'll tell you some more details about what happened. There were two very different outcomes today. 13-year-old Nelson Nunez, the suspect accused of raping the young girl, will remain behind bars in an adult correctional.
What do y'all think about this? I got so many thoughts. So they said, they made them. No. Did you go and tell your parents exactly what happened? Can't nobody force you to put no rocks. No. You can't force me when I was that age to do shit. Hell no. I'm running and I'm telling. All right, straight like that. They knew not to hang around me because I'm going to snitch. I'm going to tell. And honey, I was a good at two shoes, okay? I was a teacher's pet, so they know not to do no shit about me. I didn't even have that in my spirit. So no, I can't rock with that. So besides that, we just have to keep updated what's going on. These parents are felonies, these offsprings, because this offspring life is ruined. But if the offspring would have had some good parents around to say, if you do this, your life is ruined, don't do it, and discipline them and stop getting to fornicate and have all this lust and this demonic wickedness in their head and to practice all these dark rituals on these other individuals. They they should have been in school or doing something more productive than sitting around bored, doing some demonic stuff just traumatizing another person's life, just wickedness. And I just got to watch my words because I want to say so much, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? But comment, I want to know what y'all thoughts are. And I'm lost.